Welcome to VidZet, your home for careful consideration of our common concerns. I'm Dr. Ted Noel. Please share this video with others if you find it worthy. Enjoying it for yourself doesn't help us win the war of ideas. Newsflash! If you create more enemies, you don't win. You win when you make allies. The problem with converting enemies into allies is that it isn't quite so easy. But look at Candace Owens, who is now an internet sensation. She grew up in a leftist family and then saw the light. Now she stands as a brilliant beacon of reason. How do we make more of those? Ring in Corporal Q-Ball. James Carville may have been a joke since he made so many outlandish statements, but he was dead-on balls accurate when he said, "It's the economy, stupid." What he's saying is, people vote their pocket. Let's do a little thought experiment. Why are people moving out of California and into Texas? Could it be Texas is a low-tax state and California is raising taxes in its rush to become the People's Republic? Nah. Could it be that regulations in California are so extreme that you can't afford your rent, and in Texas they're minimal? Oh, and don't forget my home state of Florida. Like Texas, we don't have a state income tax, and we're growing like Texas. Nah, people don't care about things like that. They want sustainable growth and green energy. Right. Now, actually, a few do want those things, but money is a lot more important to them. Remember the Obama phone lady? She got a freebie, and that was a big deal. People consistently move to states with low taxes and few regulations. After all, high taxes kill your pocketbook and a lot of regulations kill your job. Could that be why President Trump's approval is now up to 50%? Remember that his approval rating was around 36% when he won the election. What does this tell us? People do vote their wallets. There are some on each end of the spectrum who have their feet stuck in concrete, but most of the people in the middle see that their lives are getting better and vote to keep that going. If things are getting worse, then they vote for a change. Remember that Obama ran during the '08 recession. Hope and change sounded like an improving economy, so he won easily. Then in 2012, Romney failed to effectively point out that Obama's economy stunk. So Obama won again. Trump ran on issues that promised to make lives better, while Hillary couldn't tell anyone how she'd make things better. So Trump won with a special emphasis on the upper Midwest, where lots of manufacturing jobs had been lost. Now he's fulfilled a campaign promise by making the business atmosphere in the U.S. much better with tax cuts. People have gotten their $1,000 crumbs bonuses, and their regular paychecks are getting bigger than they were. It's pretty clear that our thought experiment matches the facts on the ground. When people are doing well, they like the political people who are in office. If they're falling on hard times, they look for a change. So how do we capitalize on this? First, for the lefties who are old enough to remember the last 10 years, ask them if they remember their paychecks under Obama. What's happened since taxes were cut? If they don't agree that they make more money, they're probably not telling the truth. Isn't it better to have more money in your pocket than less money in your pocket? When you have more to spend, does a tax cut for millionaires matter to you? You see, what you've done is force that lefty to admit some absolute facts. You succeeded because those facts are specifically related to their own well-being. They don't have to rely on someone else to tell them the truth. They recognize it themselves. Let's take the lefty a step farther. Every dollar of taxes kills jobs. We need to kill taxes and grow jobs. Wait a minute. OMG. You're talking about tax cuts for the rich. That's awful. But didn't tax cuts make your life better? OMG. What shall I do? Tax cuts for the rich made my life better. You see, you just screwed with Lefty's mind so bad he may never recover. You see, his internal reality, his wallet, has gotten better through an action he opposed. How can he attack someone who actually did something good for him? What a nightmare! Lefty wants social justice, but instead rewarding rich guys rewards him. The social justice warrior has just been mugged by reality. Let's make one thing absolutely clear. You can't do this if you do not stick to the absolute truth. I've seen way too many websites and Facebook groups make claims that just aren't true. One of them even refused to police it, and I left it. If you use false claims, you have permanently lost the battle. Getting the lefty mugged by reality requires reality. And it requires reality that the lefty has contact with. You see, you aren't convincing him of anything. He has to convince himself. All you can do is put the facts in front of him in a way that's hard to avoid. But don't make it complicated. Let's mug one more social justice warrior before we go. Lots of kids have developed great apps for smartphones. They're just using their smarts to make something that other people want. But what happens when this social justice warrior decides to turn his app into a business? Welcome to regulations. Social justice warrior has to get a business license, and he won't be able to work out of his house because that's not a business address. Then he'll have to hire people to do marketing, legal, and other stuff that business does. If he's in a place like Cleveland, he'll have to wait 18 months, since that's how long business licenses take there. And he'll have to spend a ton of money jumping through government hoops. So how's that social justice stuff working? Almost all of those regulations were put in place to prevent some sort of evil business from ripping people off. You're not an evil capitalist? Sorry, no exceptions. Social justice warrior app maker just got mugged by reality. Regulations kill jobs, so we need to kill regulations and grow jobs. It's really very simple, and we need to keep it that simple. When we hit the social justice warrior with reality, once again we need to keep it close to home and truthful. Before long, we may make a convert. Until next time, I'm Dr. Ted Noel. Please like VidZ on Facebook, support VidZ on Patreon, and follow @VidZ on Twitter. Thanks for watching.